Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 50 of Europa Universalis 4 as the Ottomans. I see we're also going to get some Persian separatists likely to pop up in Ilam. Where is Ilam? Because I have no idea. Ilam is down there, which is fine because we're right next to it and we can deal with it if it fires anyway. So I'm not too concerned about that one. What I am concerned about is the fact that we have no manpower. So I'm going to go and speak to the estates and raise additional levies. We'll lose 15 loyalty, but we'll gain 22,000 manpower instantly. So let's go ahead and put all of these current stacks up to 28. This should allow them all to reinforce as well. The Commonwealth have insulted us. Well, that's a little bit harsh. So yeah, we want to get all these stacks up to 28. The Venetian one could do with that as well. What is the supply limit here? Can we actually tell what the supply limit is here? Beat some more rebels. With you selected, the supply limit is 40. So you can easily handle another 2 cannon there. So let's get working on that. So that was that battle up there that we won. That's fine. So you move back into Alexandria. We'll put you up to 28. And then we'll need to rebuild another stack. Because I did, in fact, lose one, which was unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. France are not blobbing out in this game as much as they usually do. They haven't... Oh, okay, they've taken a fair chunk of England. England's getting absolutely wrecked, even by Scotland. But, I mean, wow, Denmark's even managed to take over Norway. Wow. And Pomerania still exists. Lubeck's quite big. But, you know, for some reason, France just haven't really blobbed out. They haven't taken over Brittany. They haven't really moved into Spain at all. They haven't taken Savoy or this stuff from Austria. Luxembourg and French Comté still owned by Austria. So France are being quite passive here. Let's go ahead and take the admin tech. We are starting to sort of fall behind if we don't hurry up. There are still a couple more conversions we can do. So let's try and keep on top of those. We are going to slowly start to bleed off the piety now so we can start earning some money back. Now then, we've won this siege here. What I said I was going to do is get rid of that castle. Now that's not where you were supposed to pop up. You were supposed to pop up in this province. And we've won that siege, so let's put you onto the coast so you don't take massive amounts of attrition. Now I'm guessing our limits haven't gone up by much. Could get another 5 boats. Some truces ended. So let's get our trade fleet, which apparently is up a light for some reason. You guys also need to go and repair when you have any damage. Because you've taken a fair bit right now. And we have managed to sort that out. Good. Good, good. Let's get you guys again up to the coast so you are safe. I think we've still got 1 loan. Let's just have a double check on that one. Have a quick look. We do have 1 loan for 818. So we probably don't really want to build too many buildings at this point. Now, are France still in that war? They are not. We're still allied as well. That's unusual. I actually separate pieced out. Oh wow, it's another flipping rebellion. I actually separate pieced out, yet France didn't break the alliance. I thought it normally did. I didn't realise that was a different rebellion. I thought it was going to be the same one. We've got a missionary apparently. Well, there's a missionary there. That's why not an awful lot's going on. Is it 59%? We're not going to get there in time, of course. And that stopped the missionary's progress. Most unfortunate. But one of our other missionaries is about to finish. And we are doing some very, very slow culture conversions. We've got rid of our overextension. That increases our diplomatic reputation. So what do we want here? Build a trade depot in Bazou. Sure. Let's see if we can find it. Can't spell it. Recall diplomats. Cancel missions. B-U-Z. Bazoo. If only I could spell. Bazow. You are over here somewhere. So you need to have a trade depot, do you? Oh, you've already got the pre-existing building. So that needs upgrading to a marketplace to a trade depot. And we're currently culture converting in Venice, otherwise I'd build one there as well, because that'd be most excellent. So one more conversion we can work on, which I think is the one that we were working on that got interrupted by the rebellion. So there's only 2 more rebellions that we're likely to expect, so I'm not too worried about those immediately. They're not a big problem right now. We're fully reinforced and we're gaining manpower. Gain some monarch points across the board there, also very nice. So we've got one army that is short on cannons, so let's go ahead and put you up to the 10. And then we will build another stack. We could probably have another one on top of that if we wanted as well, but one thing I haven't done for a while actually is I haven't really bothered with any templates. So if we just call this what I always just call it standard, you know, because I'm boring. So 14 infantry, 4 cavalry for the flanks, and then 10 cannons, which at some point we will probably go up to like 12 cannons. I mean, theoretically, the front line is 18 wide, because we've got 14 infantry and 4 cavalry, so you've got 18 on the front line. So assuming we have enough combat width to have a front line of 18, we should have 18 cannons to have a back line of the same width. So we will do that at some point. Venetian separatists actually going away now. We are still culture converting. It's going to take a long time. March 1631, that is a long time to do that culture conversion, but we will get there anyway. Now then, I just remembered, I think we still have these open borders with Georgia. Or maybe that ended during a war or something. We did have open borders with them at some point. Yeah, we don't have military access anymore. I was going to say we don't need it now because we have a direct border with Crimea. And I still don't understand. Crimea is a march. They're not, by all means, they're not a small nation here. They... Can we tell how much development they have? Be aggressive, be passive, defensive. I'm just really, really amazed that... Yeah, they've got 222 development. They've got 222 development, and they have got some manpower in the bank. They've got money. Why do they have such a small army? Why do you only have, like... Well, I guess they are building some. But why do you have such a small number of troops when you have money and you have manpower? I mean, Fazan seem to do okay most of the time, but even Fazan have lost most of their army. Now, I'm probably not going to start another war in this video, but we certainly need to, think about where we're going to expand next. I mean, we could go into Oman, we could go and take Ethiopia or Fungi. So we probably want to take more into Africa. I would love to grab more stuff in Europe. It can just be very, very difficult because you get all of these big powers banding together. It does look like France have stretched out a little bit here. There's a lot of massive truces now. See, France are actually allied with Brittany. And they have a mission to annex Alsace. Looks like that's not the Netherlands, that's Alsace there. I was going to say it looks like the Netherlands are expanding, but that's actually true. It's the same, well, almost the same colour. It is a shade of orange. So what have we got here? Our manpower needs to recover. It certainly does. That'll give us a national tax modifier, actually. Let's try and do it. Let's, for once, try and keep out of a few wars. Try and play the diplomatic game. Try and build things up. Morale of armies... How much money are we making? Quite a bit. but I'd still like to get that debt paid off. Gain a base tax or 5 prestige? We'll gain a base tax. So, we've renewed a loan. Yeah, it was probably going to happen. So, you've got minus 20% foreign spy detection, but you are careful. So, minus 10% aggressive expansion impact. I'm happy having... I'll trade those two things off for each other. I'm quite happy to have minus 20% foreign spy detection for 10% aggressive expansion reduction. You're also about to gain another trait. And Kenny, you are kind-hearted, so you get minus 0.05% monthly war exhaustion, which is quite nice. You are tolerant. You are now an inspiring leader, so not only do you give us minus 10% aggressive expansion, but you also give us 5% morale of armies. Absolutely fantastic there, Lucas. That is some great stats. A 3-4-3 with 2 relatively decent abilities. Let's have a look at our generals, because we've lost a few. So you have the extra shock damage. We can have 4, but we probably won't bother getting another one until we need one. We've got a fort active somewhere. I don't know which fort that is, so we'll just go and turn them all off. Only one that I'd missed somewhere at some point. So we could try and improve relations with a few people. Commonwealth. Now, who are my rivals? I am rivaled with Austria and the Commonwealth. I can have another rival, actually, which probably should be Muscovy. We're still relatively friendly with Spain. It's like the game's just frozen again. Nope. Oh, it didn't. It really, really slowed down for a second there. I remember the last time this game crashed, it was during an autosave. So there was a moment there I was like, oh, it's got to do it again, but it didn't. So let's go ahead and get this completed if we can. Get quantity ideas sorted. What I might be tempted to do for my next idea group is maybe go for defensive or offensive ideas to get that extra morale of armies. Probably defensive. Because 15% morale of armies is a huge difference. The 5% discipline is nice. But that 15% morale of armies is often the difference between winning or losing a fight when you have even numbers. Managed to convert some heretics. So rebel factions, we just have some separatists that will probably go away. It's actually going up slightly. Kermanshire. Let's get this to go away first. Kermanshire, which is down there. So, I guess we could raise the autonomy. Actually, that we'll convert it soon. Once it's converted, then that'll probably go away anyway, so I don't mind that too much. Do we want to go and make any of these states into, or any of these territories into states? Would we save any money? That one we might do slightly, not that one. We've lost another general. Lose the stability or lose the money. I don't want to lose the stability. I'm going to pause up while I do this because it's now getting to that annoying point where every time I try and do it, a pop-up appears and it causes problems. Oh, see, the game's definitely suffering from a little bit of lag at the moment. I don't know why that is. I'm not on the new PC yet. I don't have it. It's not been built, so I'm still waiting. So hopefully a new processor and extra memory will help. This is the thing with this game. It's not so much graphically intensive, but when you consider how many things the game has to keep track of with all of the different nations and the different AIs, there's a lot of processor, behind the scenes processing going on. So we need to do all of these cores, but that's fine. They will all be instant. Now estates are demanding control of provinces, which is the Religibob ones. Now, which is the one that we're converting? This one. You are not a core. So let's go ahead and do that, and we'll core them all up anyway. And then we'll just go and give this to the Ulema. And that makes that go away. Brilliant. Do we have enough money to build that army yet? I think we do. No, need 498 ducats. And it still won't put us at our cap. So we probably can go up to like 11 or 12 cannons. There's a load of truces ended. I don't see too much happening. Is it worth trying to suck up to anyone? The Papal State actually likes me quite a bit for some odd reason. Let's go and improve relations with the Papal State. I'm just trying to find things for my spies to do, my diplomats to do at the moment. There's Crimea again with another 24 stack of men attacking them. We are a bit short of generals. Let's go ahead and get another one. You're terrible. You're absolutely terrible. You've got no shock and a little bit of fire. I think we'll go ahead and appoint this guy. And I'm so disgusted by how terrible that one is. I think I'm just going to sack him straight away, to be honest. I probably shouldn't have done that. I mean, if you're not over the limit, you might as well keep them around, because you never know when you're going to get into battle and you need a general. And if you don't have any military points and you can't hire one, then having a crap general is better than having no general. So we could have waited. There's that conversion done. So the rebel faction... Oh no, that was a culture conversion. Something happened, but I don't remember what it was. Yeah, you're still working down there. Once that one's done, then this should go away, hopefully. How come you guys aren't sieging? You were in the province, you started sieging, it looked like the siege completed, but then it just suddenly disappeared, which I found odd. Yeah, game's really lagging a bit on the autosaves here now. That's the battle over. We didn't defeat them completely. So we're going to have to chase them around a little bit. Yeah, now we've got them that time. So let's get you back down here. I would like to increase my stability again, I think. Let's go ahead and do that. So again, there's a lot of these ones all belong to Crimea. And it's like, come on, Crimea, why can't you deal with these? Lots and lots of separatists. I guess it doesn't help that they keep getting their stuff sieged out so often. Let's actually leave you here. Crimea is far more likely to get separatists than I am at the current stage. Yeah, that rebel faction is now burning away. So we won't have to worry about that one anymore. We can afford to go ahead and buy that army. So let's go and work on that. Get back up to something close to our force limit. So we'll be 168 of 190. So we'll still be able to build these armies up and make them a bit bigger. And when you see the size of some of the stacks that Muscovy and Austria have, I think we're going to need armies of that size. Now, I still haven't really decided where I'm going with this Let's Play, and I don't really have an end game for myself. I just wanted to play as the Ottomans, you know, because this particular expansion added lots of new stuff in for the Ottomans. This is my first time playing as them, and I know that it is possible to play as the Ottomans and pretty much take over the entire world, but that's not what I was aiming for. I've had a lot of fun. I'm not ready to quit yet. I mean, I still think that there is more land I can take, there's more expansion I can do, but the problem I find with EU4, particularly when you start to become a large nation, is you spend more time micromanaging rebellions and separatists and realm stability than you actually do expanding. It's all very well and fun at the beginning of the game when you're just basically declaring wars and taking land. But as the game goes on, you get to a point where your neighbours are quite powerful, they've formed powerful alliance networks, and you've got like no manpower and you're constantly in debt. I think I'm doing quite well though. I'm going to say I am happy with where things have gone. Royal marriage with Fazan has ended, but they've sent me another one, so that is fine. So this is nearly up to a full stack. So let's go ahead then and make all of these up to 12 cannons. Again, I've just got a little bit of random lag there. Every now and then you click something and the game just sort of hangs and you're like, okay, what just happened there? So this will then make all of these a 30 stack, which is fine when you think about it, because we do actually have 30 transports, although obviously it's not hard to build additional transports. So that puts them all up to a 30 stack. That still puts us below our force limit. And there was something else that I was about to check, and I can't remember what it was now, so I won't be checking that. We are trying to recover manpower, though. I keep forgetting about that mission. We've just basically spent something like, what, 38,000 manpower. But oh well, we're not doing anything else too much. We have claims that we're not using, that's fine. We've got loans that we know about, that's fine. Truce is expiring. Game 5 prestige and Persia's opinion of me is increased. I really wish that this... I mean, obviously I'm not going to cancel this conversion of Venice now because it's almost done. But I really, really wish that would hurry up, because the sooner it does, the more quickly we can go and build a trade depot there. Give us 10 prestige. Wow, so basically France have just paid... well, we've just gained 10 prestige for France to see one province. And there's a few things expiring with the various estates. So we are still making money. We are at full maintenance. And the Venetian separatists have gone away. I think what we'll do now, as we're not actually at war, and as all of the... As we're not at war, and as all of the rebellions seem to have gone away, let's go and reduce that army maintenance now. That's another conversion done. That's good, because now that means we're not paying for that missionary. So making a decent amount of gold there. So yeah, that is quite decent. Have we gone over the fleet size? Because it seems to be paying a decent amount of fleet maintenance. No, we're still below. So everything is looking fairly good. Either way, I think that is a good point to end the game. So thanks a lot for watching. Hope you're still enjoying EU4. I'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.